Hello, DMV sports fans and sports fans around these United States. Welcome to Mike Mason's Showcase Network, and you're right here on the DMV Sports Fan Channel. All right, y'all. Happy holidays, and we're coming to you here virtually. Before we break down Week 16 post game, get the fan reaction and the contest test winners from this past week, I want to introduce you to my cohorts. Out there in Zoom land, I have my brother DeAnthony, aka Pedro. Show him some love.
Peace and love, everybody.
And then I also have my brother Kenny. Sometimes we call him Ken. Say something, son.
Hello.
All right. Hey, look, we had an exciting or not so exciting past Week 16. Some teams bounced up, some teams bounced out. Some teams still have hope, some teams have a glimmer of hope. But let's dig down into this. So we had going into Thursday, December 23rd, we had the Frisco, Tennessee game. Then we went into Saturday where we had a doubleheader with Cleveland and Green Bay. And we had the Colts in Arizona. And then we had a whole plethora of games on Sunday, rolling into Sunday night and into Monday. So having all those games, I'm going to start with Pedro. I want to know, Pedro, out of Week 16, what's your ham sandwich?
You know, Mike, my ham sandwich is the Green Bay Packers. They didn't have the best game, but I tell you what, Aaron Rodgers, he finds a way to keep the game close, and they are finding a way to win the games.
That's right.
And I'm going to tell you this. Mm-hmm. Green Bay, number 1 seed, and the NFC need to go through Green Bay. Green Bay will be in the Super Bowl.
I don't see
nobody beating Green Bay in Green Bay.
I got to agree with you, man. Aaron Rodgers, man, he's just, man, look, at the beginning of the season, we was riding. But Aaron Rodgers done found whatever in that meditation or that kush, he done found himself. And, Ken, you're not sold on him still, are you?
Nope.
Well,
I still say that Aaron Rodgers doing a lot of prayer, because I'm going to tell you now, I've seen 2 games where the opposite team just gave him the game. And, like, I tell you what, this Sunday, I think they play Minnesota, and they play them at Lambeau. Mm-hmm. Now, when we get to it, I'm going to stamp that game. I'm just giving you forewarning. I'm going to stamp that one.
Okay,
then we'll say.
Okay, and we're gonna go to Pedro's prime. But what I want to ask you one thing. You said earlier, what Aaron Rodgers doing a whole lot of? What did you say he was doing a whole lot of?
Who?
Aaron Rodgers. Me? Yeah, what did you say?
Praying.
All right. They say prayer changes things.
That's what they say. That's what they say.
So
and Mike, that last thing I want to go up against, a praying quarterback.
Man. So tell me something, D. Who was your prime?
I gotta go with Cincinnati.
Oh, man, good choice.
I mean, Cincinnati put on a performance, and I know Baltimore. They're gonna say, well, they didn't have Huntley, they didn't have Lamar Jackson. Well, last time I checked, neither one of them played defense. Mm-hmm. And what Joe Burrow did on them, man, I tell you, Cincinnati been up and down all season. Look, Sunday they were up. Mm-hmm. They were up, no doubt. They did what they were supposed to do.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Okay. So, and to be honest with you too, man, Cincinnati, they might end up taking this thing, man, as far as the division. And I was wrong about them, man. So they look like they headed for great greener grass. Who was your boogers and beans?
Man, I gotta go with my boys, man. That performance they put out there on the field, I knew it would be tough sledding, especially the last 2 games with the COVID and the injuries. But I look at effort. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Look, they had more effort with a quarterback off the street than they did with a quarterback that's been there all season.
Right.
The coaching has been off the last couple games. Mm-hmm. Ron Rivera stand on the sideline, arm folded, and may utter 5 words.
Right.
you got two defensive players who not lose. They're not used to losing. Let's call it. They from Bama.
Right.
They're not used to losing. They're on the bench fighting to hit a head coach still on the sideline with his arm folded.
Mm-hmm.
You know, at some point you need to stop that old mantra, you know, Mr. Cool, Calm, Collective guy, and you need to be a coach.
Right.
You need to snatch somebody up. You need to snatch somebody up and put them in a place. Now look, Joe Gibbs, yes, was that Joe Gibbs mantra stand on the sideline? He really didn't yell unless he was in the locker room. That's one thing. But Mike, he had Joe Bugle on the sideline that was doing the dirty work.
That was his dog. And you know, here the thing, just to interject what you're saying, you know, what's so disappointing about it all. I was coached by Coach Johnson, you know, and even in pound ball, who I was coached by, they always say, if you're going to take aggression on the opponent. I heard what you said earlier. The Bama boys, they not used to losing. They frustrated. Okay, do something about it, Bama. Do something about it. Get on to prepare yourself. Get your team. See, one thing we missing on this team, and it spiked up the other night against Dallas. We missing a dog. We missing a dog. And what's his name look like now? He want to try to be a dog. Jonathan Allen. You know, so what you need is a dog to get in their face. Get in their face when they're messing up and get it right. And, you know, going forward, they have a very slim shot of making the playoffs. I'm not going to say it's slim. It's just a slim shot because all they got to do is win and get some help. And then get some help in some of those scenarios that they got them mathematically making. It's possible with the way some of these teams are playing and the fact that some of these teams have already clinched, they may be resting their players. So you got to take care of first your business before you can worry about anybody else's business trying to help. No matter what was your ham?
My ham sandwich was the Miami Dolphins. The Miami Dolphins is going to play themselves right into the playoffs. You heard me. They are going to play themselves right into the playoffs.
What was we talking about?
They started off rough, but I'm telling you, I believe in that coach down there, and I think that coach is going to have something in the future. And if they keep playing the way that they're playing, he's going to play himself in the playoffs.
What was we talking about early during the season? Early during the season, man, we thought this cat was going, you know, actually have a problem. You know, matter of fact, he was on the hot seat, about to get fired, and all of a sudden, here he comes. He's 8-7. You know, and you know what upsets me the most? You know, I've been sitting there riding certain teams and stuff, and they moving forward. Washington football team moving back. So you look at this guy down there in Miami, man, he always had that concerned look on his face from day one. You know, I know I got the stuff. I know I have what I need. Why isn't it coming together? Well, we know one, you had to keep Tua upright. If Tua got upright, then he can throw it to those boys like J.J. Waddle and those folks. So if you look at it, Tua went, he still didn't have no outbursting numbers. He went 26 shots, 19 hits, 198. Decent day, one interception, one TD. But then you look at, you know, even on the ground, 39 yards. And then you had now J.J. Waddle. I told you that boy from Bama, he from Oklahoma, 10 for 92, one touchdown. So he got the pieces there. You're right, Kenny.
It's not even Tua. They win it in despite of Tua. It's the defense.
Yeah, exactly.
The defense is nasty down there now.
Yeah. I gotta agree with you. So Kenny, who was your prime?
You know who my prime was? Boys, let me tell you something. I'm gonna say this and I'm gonna leave it at that because everybody say when you get on your show, you're gonna let them in. I'm not gonna let nobody have nothing because all I'm doing is sitting back and observe because the regular season means nothing unless we can take it in the postseason. If that offense that we put out on that field show up with that defense, because I'm going to tell you right now, people better stop sleeping on Dan Quinn and that defense. Like I said, I wasn't a Dan Quinn believer, but what our defense is doing this year is just unexpectedly incredible. People wanted to put Dallas at the bottom of the list on the defensive side of that ball. Look, all I'm telling you is this. Everybody talking about Green Bay and Lambeau. They was talking about Tampa Bay. Now it's Aaron Rodgers. I'm just going to sit back. I'm not going to jinx my team. But all I'm saying, it was a great game. All I kept saying is you got to make a blowout statement Sunday. They did that. It's final. I'm moving on to my boogers and beans.
Okay. Moving on to your boogers and beans. Who is your boogers and beans?
We can't move on because I understand what Kenny is saying, but let's just bring reality to it. And the reality is this: once they get into the playoffs, Dak Prescott is not going to be able to throw that ball the way he's throwing it around.
Are you stamping that?
And you don't have no running game. You don't have no running game. Pollard is not doing what he did early in the season, and Ezekiel Elliott not doing what he did. So your offense, you still have a problem on the offense. Don't get too hyped up off that win against Washington that had a depleted defense. See, that's you bring reality back into it. So you saying if I'm telling you win, that offense of Dallas go up against a defense that's intact and not decimated, it's going to be a problem because Dak already proved he can't throw that rock around like that and Dallas win. That's not
okay. Now let's go back. Okay, you talk about the other team defense, same vice versa. Our offense don't have to click like they used to. It's unshown. Our defense can pick. Look, they had a bat, and I think they came up even with that bat. Our defense scored not one, not two, and then our offensive lineman scored one still. So you want to talk about defense? Our defense is just as strong as any defense that you putting out there saying that can beat our offense.
Ken, I got one question for you.
Go ahead.
Is Dallas going to the Super Bowl?
Don't know yet. I know where they're going. They're going to the playoff. Definitely going to the playoff.
Yeah, definitely you are. You definitely going to the playoff.
Talk about my boogers and beans.
Who's your boogers and beans?
The Chargers is not going nowhere. You heard me. They are going nowhere fast. They are going to get to lose in the fashion that they lost. That's disturbing. The Chargers should not be in the position that they in right now. To lose to Houston, 41-29. Come on, man.
Yeah, but King, you know good and well. We already said Houston once they won that game the other week against a team that we thought that they wasn't gonna beat.
Yeah.
Man, they've been on a roll, man. They've been on a roll.
But Mike, look at the stat. Look. Mills, the quarterback, 27 for 21, 254 yards
with 2 touchdowns. Yeah,
right, and that's with a Bosa boy on the other side.
Yeah, but then look at what Burkhead did. 22 carries for 149, 2 TDs. You know, they had a little spike from B. Jordan, but the defense played good too. They had a few interceptions.
Yeah,
they was killing. They was killing them. You know.
Yeah, but look, nobody in their world would imagine that they put up 41 points on the Chargers.
No, just like nobody imagined in the world that y'all put up 56 on Washington, but it happened.
Yeah, okay.
It happened. It just happened.
That's me, man. I'm good.
There you go. All right. Now, my ham sandwich is the New York Jets. New York Jets, you know, they 4-11 too. And New York Jets, they quietly starting to grow that little chemistry up there in Saleh. So Saleh doing this thing. Zach Wilson was all over the red zone on Sunday. So he definitely set it off on Sunday. He did a pretty good job. You know, even running, you know, he did a pretty good job. So I got to tip my hat off to Saleh them. Now, of course, I done said it and I done said it again. It seemed like after they bye, they just went on a tear. And my prime is the Kansas City Chiefs.
Yeah.
Kansas City Chiefs ain't taking no prisoners right now. Yeah. Man, they doing what they supposed to do. And again, first off, he sent your boy, Mike Tomlin, sent him home with his head hanging. So I know the other week we were talking about he was running off the field blowing kisses. He ain't blowing kisses now, is he Pedro?
He ain't blow no kisses this week, did he?
He ain't blow no kisses this week.
No, sir.
Look over on the sideline with a puzzled look on his face. Because KC racked up 36 points on him. Had a heck of a game. Like I said, I see KC on the AFC side going deep in the playoffs, if not representing the AFC. So, they doing good. Hats off to remember what we said in preseason? I love myself some Andy Reid. Andy Reid just know how to get it done. You know, I love him. He may face adversity starting off, but his motto is what our motto is. It's not a sprint, it's a marathon. Right?
Right.
And he's right there in the race. And
Yep.
my boogers is them New England Patriots. Now, it seemed like in the last few weeks, everybody and their mother was beating the Buffalo Bills.
Mm-hmm.
The Buffalo Bills come into New England and get handed, and they hand them a loss like 33-21. And it wasn't close from everything. But you know what? I'm not panicking on the Patriots. They just had a bad day. I still say they done come a long way. And I still say
they had a bad 2 weeks. They had a bad 2 weeks.
Yeah, they're going to be in the playoffs.
The thing is that Mac Jones, when Patriots were winning, he didn't put up no big numbers when they was winning. It's the defense.
Yeah.
It's the defense. And if you keep relying on it, we know defense win championships, but your offense eventually have to do something.
Right. You're right. Okay. All right, fans, do us a favor.
Hold on, Mike. It's one thing I just want to bring up.
Go ahead.
And I don't know where Pierce the Weather been at, but boy, Chicago's probably sitting down thinking right now, if we had given Nick Foles a chance earlier,
I told you,
our season just might have been a little bit different.
Yeah, you
probably would have been.
Yeah, you calling for Nick Foles, wasn't you, Pedro? I mean, King. King was calling for him.
I don't understand why they wouldn't put him on the field.
I don't either.
I don't know. Either. It was almost acting like he was traded. I didn't even know he was still on the team the way that they kept him.
Yeah,
Right, exactly. I mean, look at what he done.
Yeah, 35 shots, 24 hits.
No interception, 1 TD.
Yeah, he did good. And here's the thing that when I first turned the game on, I thought they was playing in Chicago because they had snow out there.
Yeah.
It usually rain in Seattle, not snow. So that was right up Chicago's alley. They was like, y'all gonna bring snow? Y'all bringing the stuff that we used to play in.
That catch that boy made was ridiculous.
Yeah.
That was a ridiculous catch.
It's a good game. All right. So fans, drop your comments. All right. Before you can do that, you got to subscribe. Hit the like button. And ring that notification bell. And what we want you to do is tell us who was your ham, who was your prime, and who was your boogers and beans for week 16. Be honest with yourself. Is everything shaking out the way you thought it was going to shake out? I know the Dallas Cowgirls, they happy as a lark. But like I said again, on any given day, just stay grounded and stay humble. I saw them over on the sideline. They jump up down like they already won the Super Bowl. So you better stay humble, all right? But like I said,
Mike, and talking about being humble, do you know that a Falcons fan called me when Dallas and Washington was playing? A Falcons fan.
For what?
Hey, she gonna say to me, "Hey, you watching the game?" I said, why is you even calling me?
Oh,
your team is the Falcons.
That wasn't Cherie, was it? Was it Cherie?
You know exactly who it was.
Man.
Look, a Falcons fan called. The Falcons their fans had nothing else better to do than to watch somebody else play.
You know what the problem is, right? You know what the problem is.
What's the problem?
She confused like a daddy. She live in Philly, root for Atlanta, just like he lived in the DMV area, rooting for Dallas. So that's just confused family.
She just didn't call me. She FaceTimed me.
Oh, ain't that
like, what in the world? I'm Falcons fan.
God bless her heart. All right. So look here. Thanks for bringing that up, D. We know what it is. So let's go ahead and get to the good stuff. All right. Let's see who. Oh, there he is. There he is. That's who won the contest. Toby Sabor. Outright winner. Perfect score. He got every game right.
Nope, except for the Chargers. He didn't get the Chargers right.
He didn't get the Chargers. Okay, he got one wrong. Wrong. All right, but he got 5 out of 6. He put the comments. He put the comments on the video talking about, I'm back.
Yeah.
I'm back. I'm sorry, y'all. Forget about the perfect score. He got 5 out of 6, but he is the outright winner. Everybody else got 2 or more wrong. Toby, we want to congratulate you.
Congratulations.
I know one person right now got his pencil and pad out right now, and that's Dwayne, because I know he's upset. But that's okay. He'll be all right. So look here. If you all want to get into the contest, we only have 1 week left. 1 week left. And if you want to get into week 17 contest, no, we have 2 weeks left. I'm sorry. We got 2 weeks left. So if you want to get into these last 2 weeks, you have got to subscribe.
Subscribe.
Got to hit the like button.
Like.
And you got to ring that notification bell.
Ding, ding.
So you can try to get yourself some gear. All right?
That's right.
So I got a whole a bunch of orders already out. Wayne's order. Yours is on the way, son. Kobe, I'm gonna have to re-up. I still got your stuff over here, man. I just got to get down to your shop, man, and hand this stuff all to you. And then we know Queen Shanae, her little sports book crew over there wants some Washington gear this time around. So
I don't know why, but
I'm gonna have to pick that up. She know what where bread is buttered at on the Washington side.
Okay.
Right? So look here. When we break down week 17, we're gonna actually break down the games coming up for week 17 and also which is going into the new year. And we're gonna announce the contest details for that week. But until we do that, we definitely, with the way things are going out here with COVID, we want you to stay safe.
Stay safe.
Stay prayed up.
Prayed up.
And peace.
Peace.